Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech, number 99, bringing you from the vault, Annihilation. To annihilate is to reduce to nothing. This set makes me so excited, but I don't know why you're listening to me. You should be out at your local game store right now trying to reserve a copy. Like all the other From the Vaults, these are going to disappear right away. If you're not already on the reserve list, go to your local game store, get on the reserve list. Also, try to pin them down to a reasonable retail value. The MSRP on this, again, is $35. So try to get them to hold to that and get these into the hands of local gamers so that we can crack them and use them. When I first heard about From the Vault Annihilation, I thought, we were going back to have some Eldrazi. I confused Annihilation with Annihilator. I would be super happy with an entire From the Vault full of Annihilator. I love the Eldrazi. Something in me, the little kid inside me, likes giant, big, stompy creatures, even if they're probably not tournament playable, although I did play 12 Post in Legacy, and I loved hard casting these guys on like turn 4. Just incredible. But then I saw this artwork. Clearly not an Eldrazi. Gave me a lot of pause. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what card you think this is in the new set. I thought about it for a long time. It looks to be a black-white card to me, although they just reprinted Vindicate. So that's going to be my guess, is this is a new Vindicate. I really don't know what card this is, because Vindicate just came out as a judge foil. I do believe that they're going to put at least one Eldrazi in here. I mean, why miss the opportunity to put an Eldrazi in? And Kozilek is the guy who I think it's going to be. Why? Because unlike Emrakul and Ulamog, who have already been reprinted, he hasn't been reprinted. He's a 12/12, he's got Annihilator 4, and he lets you draw 4 cards. A wonderful Eldrazi. Super happy. Hopefully he'll be in this set. I also hope to see something like Pernicious Deeds, a card that destroys pretty much everything out there except Planeswalkers, a card that they will probably never put in the modern format because of the particular style that it has, but a nice, solid legacy card that could benefit from a reprint. I would also love to see something like Cataclysm as a new to foil. This is an incredibly destructive card, amazing card. It's seen a little bit of play in Death and Taxes, and it is a house in EDH. If you're a white player, I strongly recommend playing this along with some swords and some small creatures. The rest of the table may cry, but it brings down that wrath and destruction that a card put in From the Vault Annihilation should do. Here's my predictions, and these are super rough predictions. If you've got other predictions, please post them in the comments. These are what I'm hoping. In blue, took me a long time to come up with anything. Upheaval and Capsize are the two that I put in here. Blue really isn't that destructive color, but these things destroy your heart when you watch somebody play them, because you just cry on the inside even though you've got all those cards stuck in your hand. On the black side, I thought it was much easier. We've got Damnation, Pox, or maybe even Smallpox as candidates. They really fit that theme. In red, I hope to see Pillage back. That's a card that probably will never make it into Modern because they don't really have the 3 casting cost land destruction, but it destroys lands or artifacts. Very powerful card. Wildfire is another one that I would love to see. It's a cube staple. In green, it was a little tougher to find some. I came up with Desert Twister here and Acidic Slime, very destructive cards. I think the modern day Desert Twister is a little bit high, overpriced at 6 casting cost, but it's a nice classic card. In white, there's so many options. There's just so many board wipes. Cataclysm and Armageddon are the two that I'm guessing here. And then for multicolored and artifacts, I've got Pernicious Deeds, Smokestacks. Ooh, Smokestacks is an amazingly broken card. I'm going to be going over a workshop deck probably in about a month or two here where I explain why this card is so broken. Dust Bowl, really nice card. It really hasn't taken off in value the way that I was hoping it would, but it's a great EDH card for getting rid of your opponent's annoying lands. And then I'm sure we'll see an Eldrazi, maybe it that betrays, or Karn Liberated. This would be a great chance to get Karn back into the environment. He's a fan favorite in EDH. He sees a little bit of play in Modern, and he shot through the roof in price. Be nice to have a staple Planeswalker in here. These are the ones that I really hope to see, though. These are my wish list. If any one of these three were on here, I would just be so happy. A foil Wasteland for everyone. That would be like Christmas again. This would be like getting foiled Jace again. Wonderful legacy staple. Would love to see it. Will never be printed in Modern. This is the place to put it. Ravages of War is an Armageddon type effect from Portal 3 Kingdom. We haven't seen a lot of Portal 3 Kingdom in the FTV sets. In fact, I'll have to go back. We may not have seen any yet. But I'd love to see that for Cube players. And I'd really like to see Kozilek. Although if the Betrays is nice, Kozilek is a house command. Thanks. This has been Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech, doing my predictions for From the Vault Annihilation. I'd love to hear your predictions also.